somebody did ask on the live stream, what is your opinion of the Proud Boys? Do you, a lot of people in the media call them domestic terrorists, just like we call Antifa domestic terrorists. What is your opinion of them and even the 3%ers, for instance? Do you have an opinion?
I don't. If someone does something violent or illegal against that, if you show up and you protest, which is in accordance with the Constitution, you're more than welcome to do that. And you can wear a hat that says Proud Boys. You can wear a hat that says whatever. You can even wear a hat that says Antifa, as long as you're not assaulting people and doing horrible things. Like, I'm fine with it. So, I mean, really, people who break the law, I don't like and assault people. If you're out there exercising your First Amendment rights and you're doing it in a peaceful way, like, more power to you. I support that.
Sweet. Cool. Well, if nobody else has any more questions, and one more question. Go ahead.
So, I know a lot of it has to do with our local government as well, but I was sitting at the city council meeting, and there's a gentleman that we are paying way too much money for him to do this research. Anyways, he relayed that Jaime has money, like $5.5 million to go to Washington, but it's in red because it hasn't been solidified yet. But she doesn't come, she never comes here. I don't know when she last came by. And this is money that's supposed to go to Longview, and she deemed it to go to the Columbia Heights region. Then they're like, oh yeah, you go to the Highlands. I live in the Highlands. I speak very out about it and everything. But my thing is what could you do in that situation? I mean, can you only deem it for this area, or could you be like, yes, and split it up?
I'm not 100% sure exactly what funding you're talking about, but in general, when Jaime's on the Appropriations Committee, and as far as committees go, this is Jaime's argument, is that she's on the Appropriations Committee, she can get money allocated for Washington. Again, that ties her to this omnibus situation in most cases. So the $5 million that she's going to get, and I'm not saying that these communities don't need different projects, they most certainly do, but was it worth $1.5 trillion that funded Planned Parenthood that had infringements in our Second Amendment rights? So I'll be saying no to a lot of that. So, however, but when time comes, what I want to do is I want to be able to use the town halls as my ways of talking with people to see where the problems are. And we'll have to make hard decisions, and I want to be able to make everybody happy, but it should be transparent. It shouldn't be this thing that Jaime, who's our representative, who's supposed to represent all of us, she just came and she talked to one or two people that are, key decision makers in these city councils, and she said, well, I have a couple $1 million. And then we're left, like, well, that's our couple $1 million. Like, we paid our taxes. What do you mean? Like, why didn't we have a group discussion about this? This is the reason why representatives represent the people back in Washington, D.C., and we're only supposed to represent, whatever it is, 750,000, and it's broken down that way. It's a lot of people, but we can come and have honest discussions. And, every now and again, you're not always going to be 100% informed because the government's big and moves fast. But Jaime hasn't done an in-person town hall in 6 years.
I was going to say,
so, I think most of this should be a discussion. Like, you guys should know exactly when I'm throwing around millions of dollars in Congress, that's all of our money. If you guys want access to that information and you want to have a conversation or at least hear me talk about it, there should be a venue where you can come, if you're willing to drive out to one of the counties I'm going to be at, and I'll try to be in every county while I'm on legislative break at least once. That should be something that's very accessible to you, as opposed to what we have right now. It's all very murky right now. Jaime's on the Appropriations Committee. She does things with millions of dollars with very important people. Not you guys, not us. She can't come talk to us. Every now and again, she'll go on Mars, like maybe once every 6 months. But I mean, that's just completely and totally unacceptable. None of this should be that murky.
So you mean you're actually going to represent the people?
I'm going to do my best.
Wow.
And if I don't, fine.
That's crazy. I've never seen anything like that before, so
It's radical.
that would be pretty cool.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight